In this class, we are going to discuss about Thevenin's theorem and maximum power transfer theorem. Now, consider first Thevenin's theorem. Thevenin's theorem states that a linear bilateral active network can be replaced by an equivalent network by an equivalent network having a Thevenin equivalent voltage source VTH in series with the Thevenin equivalent resistance across any two terminal of the network, where there we want to find out Thevenin equivalent network. Here let me consider, here terminal is A, this terminal is B, and we want to find out Thevenin equivalent network across terminal A and B. There is one source and there are three elements. In this network there may be any number of source and any number of elements, and this network can be reduced equivalent to a Thevenin equivalent network. And here Thevenin equivalent network, when this network is reduced equivalent to Thevenin equivalent resistance, then we will be having only single source in series with a resistance. That resistance is nothing but Thevenin equivalent resistance across terminal A and B. This is terminal A, this is terminal A, this is terminal B. When load resistance is removed from the terminal A and B in original network. This is the Thevenin equivalent network of the this original network across terminal A and B. Now consider the steps for Thevenin's theorem. First step, removes the load resistance from where we want to find out Thevenin equivalent circuit, and hence the terminal across terminal A and B. Let's consider these terminals are A and B. Across terminal A and B, first of all we have removed that resistance connected over here. Now we are in second step, calculate the open circuit voltage across terminal A and B, and that voltage is given by this network, is calculated using this network. Since the current flowing in this element will be 0, whatever the voltage appear across R3, it will be the voltage across terminal A and B. Now this can be calculated by knowing the current of this path, then multiplying that current with R3, it will gives a voltage across terminal A and B, and that is nothing but the, according to Thevenin's, it is Thevenin voltage. Now to find out the Thevenin equivalent resistance, all the sources in the network are replaced with their internal resistance. If there are voltage source, the voltage source is replaced by short circuit, and if there are current source, the current source is replaced by open circuit. Since we are having only one source here and this is a voltage source, this internal resistance of voltage source is 0, and hence this is creating a short circuit path over here. Now these two elements are in parallel, and the parallel combination of these two is in series with R2, and then the resultant value of that resistance is nothing but the Thevenin equivalent resistance according to Thevenin. Now calculate the equivalent resistance. We calculated, that is RTS will be equals to R2 plus the parallel combination of these two resistances. Now we are knowing VTH, that is open circuit voltage across terminal A and B, RTH, that is the equivalent resistance across terminal A and B. This VTH and RTH is connected in series across terminal A and B. Now to find out the current through the load resistance, which was earlier removed from the circuit, now it is replaced or across terminal A and B. To find out current and voltage in this resistance, now we can apply KVL in this network, and then we can easily find out IL and VL. Now applicability of Thevenin's theorem, it is applicable to the linear bilateral network, but load element branch can be non-linear. Since at the very first we have to remove the load resistance, then it doesn't matter the load is linear or non-linear, whereas the rest of the network should be linear. It is applicable to the network having any number of source, just like Norton's theorem. This can be applicable to any number of source. It can be applied to the network having dependent and independent source. It can be applicable for the calculation of power or energy in particular branch or element. Now the next theorem is, and important theorem, is maximum power transfer theorem. According to maximum power transfer theorem, power delivered to the load will be maximum when load resistance, that is RL, becomes equal to the Thevenin's equivalent resistance. Because we know in this network we have to find out this is a given network. First of all, to prove the maximum power transfer theorem, we have to find out the Thevenin equivalent network of this network across terminal A and B. Then only we can comment upon the maximum power that can be delivered to the load. Now, the equivalent network, as we have discussed in the earlier last theorem, that is Thevenin's theorem, the VTH and RTH we can easily calculate by removing this load resistance from here. Then the resultant network will be VTH in series with RTH, and then in series with RL. Now we are supposed to find out the current in this RL and power in this RL. Then we apply the concept of KVL. Then we can find out I is equal to VTH upon RTH plus RL. The current flowing in this circuit, it will be VTH divided by RTH plus RL. Now this is the current flowing in that circuit. Now the power due to this due to flow of this current in load resistance RL will be given as I square RL. Putting the value of I over here, then PL will be equals to VTH by RTH whole square into my RL. Now in order to find the maximum value of PL, that is load in power in the across load RL, the first derivative of this equation is taken and which is equated to the 0. Then considering this equation, third equation, and first derivative of the third equation is dPL by dRL with respect to variable, because in this equation variable is RL, because we want to vary the resistance so that the maximum power can be obtained. And here taking the differentiation and simplifying the equation, it gives RL equals to RTH, and hence the condition for maximum power transfer to the load is defined as the load resistance must equal to the Thevenin equivalent resistance of the rest of the network. Now, the maximum power in load can be obtained when load resistance equal to the Thevenin equivalent resistance of the network, and it is calculated by using this equation. We know this is nothing but the current in the circuit, because RTH and RL both are equal and RL is replaced with by RTH, and hence we can say the power delivered to the load is nothing but VTH square upon 4 RTH, and now this power is the maximum power, P max, PL max. Earlier it was simply a power across the load, but now if the condition is imposed over here, then it will become a maximum power that can be delivered to the load by a equivalent circuit. Under such condition, the total power delivered to the source to the circuit is given by P total is equal to the VTH I square into my R of the circuit is RTH plus RL. Now the total power will be given by delivered by the source to the RTH as well as the load resistance, which is given by VTH square by 2R RTH or VTH square by 2 RL. This is the total power. Whereas the power across the individual resistance, when consider RTH and RL independently, this is the power across the independent resistance. And hence, if we divide this power, if equation 5 is divided by 6, we can find out what will be the efficiency of the power delivered is. This is the load power. The total power is PT. The load power is at by imposing the condition of RL is equal to RTH is given by VTH square upon 4 RTH divided by VTH square upon 2 RTH, because in that case the total power is 2 RTH. And hence because 50% power is developed across RTH and the 50% power is developed across the RL, and hence according to maximum power transfer theorem, the maximum power that can be transferred to the load when load resistance is equal to the Thevenin equivalent resistance of the circuit is 50%, and hence the maximum power transfer efficiency is 50% for any network in electrical systems.